Our ninth student speaker is Ashley Smart. Ashley is in the Neuroscience program. Her advisors are Gray Davis and Jim Wells. Her talk today is titled, Death by Light. Ashley.
Always look on the light side.
In the 3 minutes I'll be talking to you, 150 million of your cells will die. But don't panic, I promise this will happen whether or not you listen to me, and it's actually a good thing. Without this process, you'd be quickly overrun with old and broken cells and soon end up with tumors. Now I want you to imagine yourself inside one of your dying cells. Imagine it the size of this whole room. Ready? Okay, so what's it look like in this dying cell? Well, there are a ton of proteins of all different shapes and sizes, and they're all doing something. Binding, transporting, adding chemicals, and cutting. There is one type of protein that is going around slicing up a bunch of different proteins. This protein is called a caspase, and though it sounds like a malicious protein, it's actually the most essential protein for killing sick cells. In a dying cell, caspases are turned on. But what if we could control when caspase is turned on? We could better understand what they're doing, and we could kill cancerous cells. But before we could do any of these things, I needed to engineer a caspase that I could control. Now, I know, engineering a protein does sound pretty crazy, but really, it only sounds crazy because proteins are so small. So let's just imagine them bigger. In fact, let's imagine caspases as giant scissors with a rubber band holding the blades shut. Now, normally, a caspase is turned on when the rubber band is cut, letting the blades open. But I needed to adjust this process so I could control it. What if I made the rubber band really long and loose? Then it wouldn't be tight enough to hold the blades shut, and the caspase would be on all the time. But I don't want the caspase on all the time. What I really need is a rubber band that's loose sometimes and tight other times. But how do I make something that changes like this? Actually, I don't. I steal it. There's a protein from oats that changes shape when you shine light on it. So in the dark, it's tight and coiled like an old telephone cord, and in the light, loose and uncoiled. And if I just replace the rubber band of the caspase with this light-sensitive telephone cord, then in the dark, it's tight enough to hold the caspase shut, and in the light, loose enough for the caspase to cut things. And amazingly, I got this to work. By turning on caspases, I can cause death by light.